In 1979, strip club owners, organized crime people, madams, call girls, people in the underworld said, Lois, you got to do something about these kids. These kids? You know, what do you want me to do about the kids? So everybody introduced me to kids. They had kids applying to be strippers. Madams had their politician customers bringing 16-year-olds to them, wanting them to put them to work. It had hit like you hadn't seen. So I said, okay. So I went out and gave them my card, being the good liberal that I am. And they came to my house, and they stayed at my house. And over the next 3 years, over 250 children came through my two-bedroom apartment. The media was starting to pick up on me more and more in terms of what I was doing. And two foundations, very conservative foundations, saw me and gave me money and said, we want to see you move that program out of your house and into Hollywood. Do a drop-in center. We need to get it away from you. Well, that was the bad news, because they set up the drop-in center, and we're out of money in 3 months. And since none of my girlfriends were talking to me, my girlfriends, the only girlfriends who would talk to me that I met in the Beverly Hills nightclubs were girls who hung out at the Playboy Mansion. And so I went to the Playboy building on Sunset Boulevard and went up to the lawyers and knocked on the door and said, I think Hugh Hefner should help me. They said, are you out of your mind? He can't help you. I said, no, he'll help me. And you have to ask him, because if you don't ask him, I'll know, because I knew the girls that said he was watching me on TV. And he did help me. He helped me with some foundation proposals, my first foundation grants, which I was able to set up my first office on Sunset Boulevard. Mr. Hefner would pay for full-page ads in the Hollywood Reporter and the Variety saying, watch this documentary on child prostitution. Playboy really led me in some of the social engineering. I was doing all of the work, but without having that sponsor, the people that had the forward thinking. Without that, I would not have made the forward progress that I did. Children Night is a really unique program where we have an on-site school. We're privately supported because there were no federal funds when I started. We can permanently remove people from the streets with a private effort. In fact, the way that Pepperdine came to help me is one of those young ladies met this woman and man that she went to church with in Texas. Turned out that the woman was in charge of fundraising, or working in fundraising at Pepperdine University. And that's how we became affiliated with the Pepperdine Encino Psychology Clinic, and that's how he started doing the psychological services. The epidemic of child prostitution in America is over. In 1979, the General Accounting Office estimated there were 600,000 children working as prostitutes under the age of 16 in the United States. And when the FBI came to the table a little over 10 years ago, that number has been reduced to 100,000 children. Pimps aren't stupid, they're con men. And they figured it out. Let me go get myself an 18, 19, 20-year-old who's got a baby. I'll hold the baby. She can see the baby when she gives me the $1,000. Because you know what I get for that? Probation. And that needs to be changed in every single one of our states. I've rescued over 10,000 American children from prostitution right here in the United States. You can do anything you want to do, but you have to get up every single morning and decide that you want to do it. You can do it. And it's hard work. But you don't remember it. It's just like childbirth.